It was announced earlier this spring that Folsom Field would be transitioning from a grass field to one made of artificial turf for Colorado's 2025 college football season. Buffalo's head coach Deion Sanders believes this is the next step in the Buffalo's upward trajectory. "We plan on making it to the playoffs," Coach Prime told reporters on Thursday during Colorado's spring practice press conference. "We don't want to play in the frozen tundra." That's a bold prediction for the Colorado head coach. However, taking this preventative measure could be helpful in the long run late in the season due to the surrounding environment. If they're able to host a playoff game, it will likely be money well spent for the Buffaloes. According to a report from the Daily Camera, the project could cost the Buffaloes up to $1 million, which will feature Colorado's Ralphie logo on the 50-yard line, Big 12 logos on opposite hash marks, as well as the word Buffaloes in each end zone. Having the project completed before the end of the summer is a priority for the decision-makers at Folsom Field, as the prospect of non-football events inside the stadium throughout the fall played a role in the timing of the construction. With the previous grass field, concerts and other events were limited to the spring and early summer to help keep the playing field intact for the Buffaloes to play on. "We do so much in the off-season. I mean, this university is a magnet for events, so when you have events and you're putting a lot of wear and tear on grass, that's kind of tough to bounce back on," Sanders continued. "And I don't know if you guys have been on the field, but when you have evening games, it's a dew that gets on the field and it gets pretty slippery, man. And it's for both teams, not just our team, but we should have some type of advantage for that. Going to the turf just assures us a better footing, a better surface, and it takes a lot of pressure off our wonderful staff that's doing the grounds. Now they can focus more on the other practice fields to make sure they're straight all year round for us." This will not be the first time that Colorado will play on artificial turf during the 101 years of football played at the venue. Beginning in 1971 and continuing through 1998, multiple artificial turf fields have been laid down at Folsom Field. Now, it'll return for the first time this century when Colorado hosts Georgia Tech to open the season on Friday, August 29th. The Buffaloes are already 3.5-point underdogs in the matchup, according to FanDuel Sportsbook. After Colorado center Cash Cleveland announced his plans to enter the NCAA transfer portal, teammate Jordan Seaton reacted on social media. He posted a cryptic message following Cleveland's departure. Cleveland spent one season at Colorado and started the Buffalo's final 4 games at center. He started out as a walk-on before becoming the first walk-on in program history to earn a starting role. Thursday, Cleveland confirmed he plans to enter the transfer portal with 3 years of eligibility remaining. Seaton shared his reaction to the decision, lamenting the lack of true brotherhood in sports. "Sports crazy now," Seaton wrote on X. "Can't even build a true brotherhood anymore. Too much I in me." On3 was the only service to rank Cleveland coming out of Rockwall, TX, Rockwall Heath. He was a 3-star prospect and the number 396 ranked player from the state of Texas out of the 2024 recruiting class. Jordan Seaton was also part of the 2024 cycle, arriving as a 5-star plus prospect, meaning he was one of the only players ranked by all 4 major recruiting media companies as a 5-star. He was the number 18 overall player and number 1 ranked offensive tackle in the class, according to the On3 industry ranking, a weighted average that utilizes all 4 major recruiting media companies. Per his official school bio, Cash Cleveland was the first ever walk-on to start at center for the Buffaloes. He made his debut in an October 19th win against Arizona before going out there with the starters on November 16th versus Utah. "It was awesome," Cleveland said of his playing time ahead of the Utah game. "I always stay prepared. I study a lot of film. In meetings, I'm always 100% focused and locked in, and I study like I'm a first-string player. So when my number got called, I was ready for the moment. Didn't blink at all." Cleveland and Seaton were both named to On3's 2024 True Freshman All-American team. They were 2 important pieces up front protecting Shedeur Sanders down the stretch as Colorado completed an impressive turnaround season under Deion Sanders to make a bowl game with an 8-4 record 1 year after going 3-9 in Coach Prime's first season at the helm. Colorado's bounce-back 2024 season earned Sanders an extension, which will now make him one of college football's highest-paid coaches. The extension is a 5-year deal worth $54 million. Colorado football faced backlash earlier this week when it announced it would be retiring the jerseys of Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter. Colorado head coach Deion Sanders especially received criticism, with people claiming he was showing nepotism toward his son, Shedeur. On Thursday, Deion Sanders addressed the outside noise. "If his last name wasn't Sanders, we wouldn't have this discussion," Sanders said. "Only reason we're having this discussion is because his last name is Sanders. That's it. There have been so many things accomplished at this university. Expeditiously, it's been unbelievable. And I think we should be appreciative. We should be thankful. There are a whole lot of things that are brighter in and better because someone stands on business and makes it that way. And he's resilient when it comes to it being that way because everything we do is to improve everything for us." Shedeur Sanders' accolades are certainly similar, if not better, compared to other players who have had their jerseys retired. Sanders boasts over 100 school records despite only spending 2 seasons at Colorado. He owns the school's single-season records for passing yards, completions, attempts, touchdowns, completion percentage, and quarterback rating. Moreover, he boasts the 14th most passing yards in NCAA Division I history. In the 2024 campaign, Sanders tallied 4,134 passing yards, 37 touchdowns, and 4 rushing scores while completing 74% of his pass attempts. For his efforts, he was named the Big 12 Offensive Player of the Year and an AP Second-Team All-American. Additionally, he won the Johnny Unitas Award, annually given to the best QB in college football. Sanders' jaw-dropping statistics translated to the win column. Colorado posted a 9-4 record and were just 1 win shy of appearing in the Big 12 championship game. Colorado's success this past season is even more impressive considering the team's 4-8 overall record in the 2023 season. This isn't the first time Deion Sanders has been accused of nepotism. When he first took over at Colorado, he made it clear that Shedeur would be the team's starting quarterback. Sanders' matter-of-fact attitude frustrated some people who felt like the other QBs deserved an opportunity. However, Sanders' decision to start Shedeur ultimately proved correct, and the Buffaloes became one of the best success stories of last season. Shedeur Sanders will have more opportunities at the next level to prove his jersey deserves to hang from Colorado's rafters. Sanders is projected to be a top 10 pick in the 2025 NFL Draft.